That. Welcome to your Diamond Development Mastermind. We come together with our ideas and brainstorm on different things that we can switch up or even just merge into our current business flow. So I'm so thankful for Eric Worre and him giving him his time to train us. I got kind of confused with two different trainings. The first training was going more over referrals and referral system and flow, like duplicating, which we also went over a lot of referral flow with Rick last Tuesday, which was really, really powerful. And then but the most recent training with Eric Worre was more over sales conversations. This does include like how you flow it in to referrals, but it also talks about like how do you introduce more products? Like in your flow, where in your flow do you talk about um personalizing, like personalizing their program? Like what in the flow do you personalize? Um I know, Tara, you're driving, but if you want to share with us anything that you're doing right now when it comes to your flow, or if you could wait until you're done driving, whatever works best. So, a couple of the things that we have for our next homework assignment that's due on the 22nd, which is next Monday. So, it's due next Monday before we meet. That homework is due. And so one of the assignments is to answer these questions. So the questions are, we're just gonna pull that up really quick. Okay. How are you adding customers now? How can you increase the number of orders per customer? And how can you increase the amount of the average order per customer? And then the other questions, choose one strategy from the training and test it. I was kind of confused on the strategies because I was actually looking at a different video, but there's slideshows on his training that I also posted in there. And I figured out what those strategies are. And then the fifth one is if it tests well, then systemize it and choose the next strategy. So systemize it, meaning like implement it with your team. So I was looking at the strategies. And the retention strategies are onboarding sequences. So I did ask them to send a recording of the video because I would like to watch the video again of this one. But onboarding sequences is I'm assuming from what I remember, it's like how you onboard a client. Like it's already in the flow. Um and and then the second one is weekly or monthly featured product campaign. So it could be, a featured product in your chat, right? Like in your chat group, if you have an accountability group. And we also talked to this one guy, Angel, and he shared with us how he has a Facebook page. And every Monday he highlights um he texts me the flow, but basically it's he highlights somebody that had great results. And then and then talk about which product they use. So it's like a product highlight plus a person that's connected to the result. And then the second one is he has a training like live, like a like he goes live on this Facebook page with the person that got the results. So I thought that was really, really powerful. I'm trying to look it up really quick. Let's see what he was talking about, but it was really good. But there was a third, oh, there it is. Okay. So Monday, I share a customer story and highlight of the results. Wednesday, I go live with the member of the community that was highlighted. We talk for about 10-15 minutes and share the struggles and watch and what changed for them and the 2 to 3 of their most must-have products. And Friday, I share in detail how those 2 products are important to have in their program. Weekend, we just share wins of week and lifestyle. Okay, so that's like in his flow of how he introduces a product so his like product campaign, he connects to one of the clients, which is fire. What do you guys think about that? Pretty good. Yeah. All right. The third one is a fun use and results challenge. And then the fourth one is recognition programs. The fifth is social media, customer groups, and gamifications. So what we do when it comes to referrals, when it comes to social media, is on our day 14 in our We Do Transformation flow, it suggests that it shares scripts on asking our clients if they would like to share their results on their social media and then to tag us. So we haven't been like consistent with that, but we just implemented that. We just did it. My wife did it the other day. And so that social media, we did it through there. And then cross-sell and upsell programs. So I know a lot of people have different programs like, basic, advanced, ultimate, things like that. So there's those programs. And then the seventh one is strategic signage for clubs or location. So that's one thing I was also talking to my wife about, the seventh one when it comes to signage. Because we have a fit camp, but we have our We Do transformation where it says, win $10,000 and then what it all includes. So that's like our signage to introduce them to the challenge. But I was thinking like we used to always say, let your walls talk for you. So there's one sign that I'm thinking that it says like, make sure you check in. What was it that I said? Like, make sure you check in on Instagram and have some type of incentive. So that's like a strategic signage. So with everything, I don't know if you're available to share. Would anybody like to share just a little bit of what I went over, what you're doing when it comes to retention with your client?
I can share. So I feel like one of the most important things that we do is we have our own chat. We run the 21 days challenges with We Do Transformation. And beside the chat that they already have that's so phenomenal, filled with information for the challengers, we personally have our own chat. And what we started doing just this past month, which I've seen more activity, is we haven't created a whole new channel, but we've reused the old channel and just created like almost like a FOMO, an urgency to sign into the next challenge, letting people know like, hey, like we're going to start removing people from the chat, those who are not committed to the next challenge. We appreciate you. We love you. We can get in contact with you to help you keep your habits in play. And that has helped create retention because now they feel part of something. People I don't know. I've noticed that I also love working with people who are committed and all in. And I'm okay with it gives me a clear clarity about who's all in and who just wanted to dip their toes in. And then I get to see those who are um serious. And that leads more to conversations and more confidently talking to them about the business opportunity. And then we have a Fit Camp channel as well in Telegram where we put everyone that's new, brand new, to the Fit Camp. If it's their first time, they never come back. If they're continuous Fit Campers, um, clients, challengers, they're all in that chat. Just creating these channels. Let's see. I think that's the two things. And as for our coaches, retention. Same thing, but it's more of like a one-on-one conversation, seeing how they're doing. I think that's one thing that we do need to target more is retention when it comes to coaches and seeing how, because I've seen less activity in our coaches chat, but with the new ones that are coming in, they seem to speak more. So that just came to mind. But yeah.
It was perfect that you bring that up because our next training with Eric Worre is going to be signing up 20 distributors in like a month, I think, Helen. So we're going to be talking about uh, recruiting with us and also an opportunity for us to be on the call with Eric Worre and ask him, these important questions about, retention after a certain time with our coaches, keeping them more involved. I really love we utilize the We Do transformation flow with our business. We were before nutrition club owners and we did, DMOs through there. But right now we're learning how to utilize social media. We have fit camps. At our fit camps, we have a satellite club. We do booths where we sample out products at the gym on base with the soldiers. But it's all We Do transformation theme, right? In the challenge. And it's helped us to really the flow of We Do transformation, the follow-up flow, and everything that it has inside of it has really helped us to be more of a coach. And I feel like that's the retention is where the conversations about like what are you eating, how are you, how much are you eating, things like that. The retention, like really caring about how their day's going, um, really communicating with them more. That's been really powerful. And I recently it's something new. It's something like that I haven't like it's not solid yet, but I do have a flow right now where everybody that attends the fit camp gets a raffle ticket for a 30 pack of liftoffs. So our goal is to have retention in our fit camps. And then they get 6 um raffle tickets if they bring a guest. So we just started that this month. It feels a little messy because we have so much going on when people get to fit camp. Um, but I think it's gonna work because our goal is to keep them coming to the fit camp because they keep coming to the fit camp even if they said no to the challenge. Then they'll be in an atmosphere where one day they'll say yes. So that's why we like to keep our clients and our coaches in our fit camps. So our fit camps are really good. What is it we call it? Ecosystems? Yes. Ecosystems to create a great coach out of there, or to at least see which ones could be potentials, and then help them to flourish through our fit camp and the retention in there. So I'm just gonna go over one last thing. So the homework questions that I did not read those. Yes, I did. Okay, yes. I did. Okay. So when it comes to the homework questions, um, We can answer them here a little bit, just so we can start to get, start thinking about what we're going to say when we answer these questions online. So, how are you adding customers right now?
Yeah. Well, I can speak for both of us, but I can share from my perspective of what I know we do. Um, how are we adding new customers? Invites, if we're talking about just straight up DMOs, I'm pretty sure we're all aware of what invites are. Invites, booth, and word of mouth. Some social media that's starting to take off, but and because my wife is being very, very what's it called? Intentional with the Fit Camp I Instagram. She has a way of messaging people and inviting them to the Instagram. It's like a whole flow that she has. Um, so yeah, Instagram, social media, invites and booths.
Love it. Tara, would you like to share with us how you're adding customers now, if you're able to? And if not, no problem. Okay, so and then when we do get the opportunity, the first thing that we do is we set up a wellness evaluation. So that's something new that we started these past 2 years, is where we do a 15-minute wellness evaluation where we got from Brian Mark through the We Do Transformation app. And then we flow them into the challenge. So that's how we're getting clients. And then how can you increase the number of orders per customer? How can you increase the number of orders per customer? Would anybody like to share? So, one of the things that we're doing right now is we just started a a raffle where if a new distributor reaches, wait, not a new preferred member reaches 100 points, they'll get in a raffle for free products. So that's when it comes to the customer. We do have something with the distributor, but when it specifically for the customer, we said we'll get you in a raffle for free products. And the reason why so it's more of like increasing that's the third one. How can you increase the amount of average order per customer? That's I'm going to the third one. But the second one on how can you increase the number of orders per customer? Like consistency is the for us it's our We Do Transformation challenge. So that's how we make sure that they order consistently every single month in order to get into the next challenge. So that's how we've been helping them stay consistent with the amount of ordering, like not skipping a month, and then increasing the number of orders per customer. Another thing is making sure they take their products, because making sure, asking them like how many shakes did you take yesterday. And then so I'll go into the third one. How can you increase the amount of average order per customer? And that's what we're doing. Like we're just letting them know, like, if you order 100 points, this is through our VIP members. If you order 100 points, you get in the raffle, and then you also automatically get into the next challenge. So we put 100. The reason why we're saying 100 points, anybody know why we're encouraging 100 points for VIP members first order in the first 30 days? Well,
So it's all revolved around the vacation. 100 points gives you 500 vacation points, period.
Yes. Strategic. Okay. And then the next one, fourth, is choose one strategy from the training and test it. So that's the one that one of the things is the what that we've been trying right now is the game. It says it says social media, customer groups, or gamification. So I would say I would assume gamification is like the raffle. So we're putting them in the raffle for staying consistent with going to the fit camp. So that's something that we have implemented. And then I am being more intentional. It's not like the best, but I am being more intentional with highlighting different products in our accountability chat group. So and then yeah, so the retention strategies are, one more time, onboarding sequences, weekly or monthly featured product campaign, fun use and results challenges, recognition programs. And we do have recognition where we recognize the challengers, like if there's the 7th month in the challenge, we recognize them. We have social media, customer groups, and gamification, cross-sell and upsell programs, which we have been doing a little bit more with the multi-burn upselling. And then a strategic signage for clubs and locations. We do already have that signage, but I do want to add, make sure you check in on social media. That's my next thing. All right. Would anybody like to add anything to this so far? Okay, so I'm gonna go over the slides from that training that we just went over, the last training with Eric Worre. So understanding customer retention. So he said key customer retention matrix. So this is something that is important for us to do, is number of repeated orders per customer. So how many orders do your customer per customer? Average order value, customer lifetime value, and then customer reorder rate, percentage of customers placing another order. So this is something that's important that we need to know about our business. Like out of X amount of customers that we get, how many become VIP members, meaning reorder, and then what's the lifespan, like how long? And then one thing he asked is, okay, there it is. Yeah, action steps. Calculate your own customer lifetime value and reorder rates using the last 6 to 12 months data. So looking back at like how many clients we've had, and then who's consistently ordering within these past 6 to 12 months. And the last one is identifying your top longest standing customers. Like I have some names on the top of my head, but have we written down our customers that have been with us for a very long time? And then also recognizing them, and then thinking to ourselves, well, what keeps them loyal? What keeps them loyal to us? Okay, and then retention, the growth multiplier. So he talks about like a leaking bucket of just like, the ones that are, we're not holding on to, like, why is it that they're not continuing to do their program? So he said the relationship ripple effect. Losing one customer means losing potential referrals, testimonials, and their social circle. Action. List 3 customers you lost in the 6 months and why did they leave? That is so good. And then for me, I'm like, oh, because I'm just, I wanted to be like, they weren't serious. But just to look in it and see like what was our part, like what could we have done? And then the second thing, yeah, is what could we have done differently? I think that's super powerful. And then the retention success formula. The retention success formula, get them using the products properly. Building usage consistency. Educate on value and benefits. I think that's where we could definitely work on, because we're just saying, here, take the shake, but just really like, why to take the shake? Why does your body need the shake? Why not another shake? Why this specific shake? Like, I think we could definitely work on that, educating the value and benefit of the product that they're taking. Position you as the added value. With We Do Transformations has been a game changer. Like, I feel like we've shown up with a lot more value. Like, like with it shines with the products. Like, us as coaches, what we can offer them with the products, it shines both. And that's what we've been talking about, because they can go and get these products, unfortunately, cheaper somewhere else, but they don't have the coach, right? And that's the distributor difference that we talk about. And then create emotional connection. So that's how this is the retention success formula. It's so good. Eric Worre. Create emotional connection. So how can we create an emotional connection for our clients with the products? Their story. You want to say that?
An emotional connection, what I've seen is, of course, knowing their goals, and then understanding their story, why it's important. We use the Brian Mark scripts, and in there it asks them those questions, like why is it important to you, what would happen if you didn't do it, why is it important to you, again, what difference would this make in your life? And as it goes deeper and deeper, at first it's outer, and then it turns into, this is why, my kids, I want to feel more confident. I want to be able to feel sexy in front of my husband. Like, it just turns into this personal. And as they go into the challenge and they start to, we reaffirm what they said, and then it ties it together for them.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Alba. Knowing their why and connecting it. Retention strategies. We did go over those ones. So the action steps is to select the two strategies and then to implement them. So we only have until the 22nd, which we can still like implement or start to see some of these added into our business. And then yeah, so that's the focus right now, is the retention. So whatever it is that you guys are doing, if there's something that's working that you're like, wow, this is like retention gold, please share it in the group, because I feel like, we all have different ideas. And I know there's so many things that we do so naturally that we don't see it as like something very special, because it is something that we do regularly. Just think about it. Like, what are you doing specifically that's different, or what are you doing to throughout a customer's with the customer being with you? What is it that you're doing to help them to stay around? So that's something that we could definitely look at. The reason why it's important for us to look at what we're doing and what we're saying and how we're saying it is for duplication purposes, because our challenge, our coaches may not be sharing what we're sharing the way we're sharing it. So I'm excited. So the next Tuesday, we'll be done with our homework. We'll be submitted, right? We'll submit our homework, and then we can go over, what came up for us when it comes to like retention and share those nuggets together. So thank you, Tara. Thank you guys for watching this. Um, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Is there anything anybody else wants to share? Anything?
Just thank you for holding up these calls and leading them. I know it takes time out of your day and hours, but you're the one who makes it a priority. So thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. I definitely want to take advantage of the mastermind concept, and Stefan Graziani, he has something up his sleeve, and I want to be involved. I want to be a part of it, and I want us all to um grow our business. Grow our business for sure. All right, Tara, I know you're driving, but we're gonna take a group picture. If you're not driving anymore, we love to see your beautiful face. But if not, we have your picture here. All right, we're gonna take our picture. 1, 2, and cheese. All righty. Okay, God bless you guys, and we'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same Zoom link. Bye-bye. Bye.